as I have told you that after the postings of tetracycline in children, I am gonna tell you about the endodontic in traumatic injury. What endodontic treatment we have to do in traumatic injuries in child. So first of all, I am starting this topic with the word trauma. Okay, these are the protocols which we have to follow during the treatment of a traumatic child. Okay, traumatic means traumatic injury of a child. First is T. T is tetanus booster. Second, R. R for radiographs. A for antibiotics. But antibiotics is needed only in convulsions. Nothing like that. Like if in class 1, like Ellis, class 1, class 2, class 3, at that time you don't have to give any type of antibiotic. Okay. Then U. U, we have to remember that it does not start with U, it starts with V, that is vitality test. M is more and A is appointment. Appointment means after the treatment or splinting or any treatment according to the case, we have to give them appointment. Like in 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, then 9 months. Okay. So this is the first protocol of traumatic injury. Now I start with your difference between complicated fracture and uncomplicated fracture. See, if you see my previous videos, there I have already made a video on traumatic injuries. In that I have explained you about the Ellis as well as your complicated, non-complicated, as well as I have also explained there that what happens step by step, right? Like if the crown is fractured, the treatment should be like this. I have continued, but here I am only telling you about the endodontic part, right? So just I will make you remember only the Ellis classification. So the Ellis classification is class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5 and class 6. Okay, so first is your enamel, second is your dentine, enamel and dentine, third is your enamel, dentine and pulp, then fourth is your neither enamel nor dentine, it's the non-vital tooth. Class 5 is of your luxation and class 6 is of avulsion. So we all know about this, right? Now we come to the topic that what is complicated fracture and what is non-complicated fracture, right? So the uncomplicated fracture is that is which is without pulp involvement, like class 1, class 2 Ellis. But in complicated where the pulp is involved, like your class 4, then class 6, this all the things where the pulp is involved, they are all your complicated fractures, right? So first of all, I want to here also, as I have told you, that if I am telling you about the endodontic part or the treatment part, it is necessary for me to tell you about what fracture I am telling about. So here also I will tell a little brief about the fractures. Okay, so first we have started with Ellis, then we have gone through your complicated, non-complicated, and the third part we are going to start with your horizontal root fracture. What is horizontal root fracture? That is the coronal segment displacement or your apical segment displacement. Okay. Okay, I think I must make a this is a T, okay, and we all know that this is a horizontal fracture. So it depends that it is in coronal part or in apical. Okay, I am talking about horizontal fracture, right? So what we have to do, the treatment part. Ideal healing. Okay, I am using the book language which is asked in exams. Okay, so the first question is what is the ideal healing, right? So the ideal healing is calcific healing at fracture site. This is the ideal healing, but this is not necessary that it will happen to all the patient. हर पेशेंट में ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपका आइडियल हीलिंग ही हो. जहाँ पे आपका फ्रैक्चर हो गया है वहाँ पे आपका कैल्सिफिकेशन ही हो जाए, इट इज़ नॉट एट ऑल नेसेसरी. फर्स्ट थिंग. सेकेंड थिंग इज इफ़ द टूथ इज़ वाइटल. ओके, अगर टूथ जिंदा है तो वी विल डू स्प्लिंटिंग, तो हम लोग स्प्लिंटिंग करेंगे. सेकेंड, इफ़ इट इज़ कोरोनल फ्रैक्चर, अगर सिर्फ और सिर्फ हम लोग का क्राउन में फ्रैक्चर है तो हम लोग इसमें 6 to 12 वीक्स का हम लोग रिजिड स्प्लिंट करेंगे. ओके, दैट आई हैव टू राइट. अब हम मेरे को लिखते हैं वाइटल. इफ कोरोनल फ्रैक्चर, पहले ही मैंने आपको ट्रीटमेंट के बारे में मैंने बता दिया है, मैं लिख देती हूँ. आइडियल हीलिंग, दैट इज कैल्सिफिकेशन. ओके, अगर वाइटल टूथ है तो फिर योर स्प्लिंटिंग. अगर कोरोनल फ्रैक्चर है तो फिर योर रिजिड स्प्लिंटिंग. दिस इज ऑल अबाउट योर हॉरिजॉन्टल फ्रैक्चर. ओके, then your mid root fracture, this is for 6 weeks. For example, there is a mid-week fracture. See, coronal fracture में rigid हम लोग इसलिए दे सकते हैं because there is no pulp is involved, right? But जब हम लोग का mid में होगा, there is the pulp is involved. Okay, see, we have to understand the concept. It is not necessary that whatever we study in book will practically we will show that in clinic, right? So we have to understand, अगर that is coronal fracture only but उसमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा pulp involved और ज़्यादातर वो mid में है तो फिर हम लोग rigid नहीं दे सकते हैं. Okay, then comes to your mid root fracture. So what can we do in mid-root fracture? That is your flexible splint for 3 weeks. Okay, and the apical is your 2 weeks flexible splint. I think I am clear to you. Yeah, one thing more. 25% cases was necrotic. At that part we will do RC. So in the horizontal fracture, please keep me listening. In the horizontal fracture, if it is a vital tooth, we will do splinting. If it is a part of ideal healing, we will do calcification. If it is your coronal fracture, then it is of 6 weeks of splinting, that is of rigid splinting. And if the mid and the apical part is fracture, then we will do your flexible splinting for 3 and 2 weeks of apical. Okay, now the second part is your contusion. What is contusion? Okay, contusion is nothing but this is a teeth, this is your supporting structure. If the injury is in the supporting structure, that is known as your contusion. Okay, but with a marked reaction to percussion, there is marked reaction to percussion. First part, second part, there is no displacement. Okay, and the third part is the teeth not avulged. That is the same thing, I think. So here the treatment is nothing but let the teeth rest. let the patient being told to take a soft diet and let the teeth rest. It will heal automatically. Okay. Then in the visit, if it is not possible, then we will give the treatment. After that, here comes is subluxation. So in conclusion, what we have done? We have done nothing, but we have to see that in percussion it is visible. Your supporting tissue has been destroyed or been injured. Okay, and no treatment is required. Just your soft diet. Now subluxation. What is subluxation? There is no displacement but increased mobility. The tooth is not displaced, but it's showing mobility. Then subluxation, that is it is also here also the pedial tear up and bleed. So what is the treatment here? The treatment, I think everyone knows over here, is your flexible splint. That is nothing but your flexible splint. That is, the treatment is flexible splint. Okay. See, I have already discussed that if enamel is fractured, what we have to do. If pulp is being included, then what we have to do. Okay, if dentin is fractured, what we have to do. This all the things we already have discussed. Now these are the extra parts which I have been discussing because it is created endodontally. Okay, or the splints also. Okay, now the next one came is your extrusion. बाहर निकल जाता है दांत after the traumatic injury, that is known as your extrusion. What is extrusion? Here we have two types of treatment: open apex and closed apex. Open apex and closed apex. Open apex में क्या होता है? Reposition and flexible splint. What we do is reposition. हम इसको फिर से लगा के उसमें हम लोग स्प्लिंटिंग कर देते हैं अगर ये ओपन एपेक्स हो तो. बट इफ इट इज क्लोज्ड देन हम लोग रिपोजिशन करके फिर सेम करते हैं. बट वी ऑल्सो डू RCT. नाउ नेक्स्ट कम योर lateral luxation. Next come your lateral luxation. Lateral luxation is nothing but displacement of tooth in any direction except axially. सिर्फ ये axially नहीं निकलता है, but in any position it displaces. That is of your lateral luxation. Okay, so what we have to do, it have a 80% chance of necrosis. Okay, so either we do RCT by the same tooth, by implanting the same tooth, or we have to do artificial tooth recommendation. Okay, now come to your intrusion. In intrusion it is very easy that in intrusion we do nothing but we re-erupt. What we do in intrusion is we re-erupt क्योंकि ये अंदर की तरफ जाता है. Okay, in intrusion, see, if the teeth is like this, it goes here in this position apically. Okay, so here is I'm clear to you that what is intrusion. Extrusion is बाहर निकल जाना. Intrusion is in the level of your gingiva only, it goes down. Okay, so what we do, we just re-erupt, reposition and do flexible splint. Reposition, flexible splint. in especially we do in open apex is reposition, and in closed apex we do your splinting. Okay, now your next come your avulsion. What is avulsion? Avulsion मतलब complete separation. जब extra alveolar हो जाता है दांत, then we called it as your avulsion. So avulsion we cannot do anything, right? So we reimplant by flexible splinting. Okay, so whatever the condition, whatever the situation, at that time you have to means decide कि हम लोग को क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है. Okay, other than that in the case some cases we also do apexification and apexogenesis. Sometimes we do pulpotomy. Okay, and sometimes also if needed we also do your RCT, and these are all the cases where we can do splinting, where we can re-erupt the cases, right? Your, if you can tell that ma'am it's of endodontic part, why you haven't including your pulpotomy chapter and all. So I just like to tell you that all the topics has already been covered in my traumatic session. Okay, please go through that lecture also. These are very important topics, that what is happening in intrusion, extrusion. That's why I have taken this topic. Now some important points is this. Storage media. What is the best storage media? For example, एक बच्चा है वो खेलते खेलते गिर गया. Now what we have to do as a parent, or what we have to do as a dentist? If the patient is coming, we conditionally the ideal solution is your Hank's balanced salt solution. Hank's balanced salt solution, HBSS. If not possible, ये तो हर किसी के घर में नहीं होता है, तो if not possible, तो the best solution after that is your milk. After that, if milk is also not possible, saline. If that is also not possible, the patient can keep the teeth in their mouth and can come. That is also a solution. Okay. So what are the long-term responses? See, there are many long-term responses. I just named some. External resorption. If there is a damage in the cementum, then there is an external resorption. Then cervical reabsorption. If there is an subepithelium subluxation infection, then there is a cervical reabsorption. Then inflammatory root reabsorption. If there is any bacterial growth over there, then it will be inflammatory. If there is, if the margins are ragged, then also it is also a post-traumatic complication, and moves into, if you are going into the angled radiograph, there also in the radiographs also you are facing that problem. Okay, now one point is there, many people have asked me in the traumatic lecture that ma'am what is calcific metamorphosis. So I just want to tell you what is calcimic metamorphosis, because it is very important. I must miss that point, but with the advantage what came in the exam, the sentence is trauma. Odontoblast rapidly from extensive amount, odontoblast बहुत ही ज़्यादा amount of repetitive dentin in the pulp space. अगर हम लोग के पल्प स्पेस में अगर ओडोंटोब्लास्ट ज़्यादा हो जाता है और वहाँ पे अगर मेटामॉर्फोसिस होता है, दैट इज़ नोन एज योर कैल्सिफिक मेटामॉर्फोसिस. आई थिंक आई एम क्लियर टू यू. एंड दे व्हाट हैपन देयर, ये हम लोग का ओपन अपाइसिस में होता है, येलो ऑरेंज कलर का होता है, और इसमें हम लोग का कैनाल ऑब्लिटरेशन होता है. इन फर्दर इस ट्रॉमा के वजह से अगर हम लोगों को कोई भी टाइप का आपको आरसीटी करना हो या कोई भी इनकैनाल प्रोसीजर करना हो, देन वी कैन सी दिस कैल्सिफिक मेटामॉर्फोसिस. सो हियर आई रेस्ट. Please see through it. Okay, so we will be meeting in my next lecture. Thank you and have a nice day.